Today I'm going to be looking at how you can do a really simple recording of your checks and your payments out and your payments in. If you've got a lot of transactions, a lot of things going through your bank account, you really need to do this on a weekly basis in order to keep on top of it. If you've got fewer transactions, then maybe you can do it on a monthly basis, but it's really important that you do it on a regular basis. So probably the best idea is if you set yourself a time to do that and actually schedule that in, the same as you would if you were scheduling in a client, etc. So what I've done here is I've literally just opened up a very simple Excel spreadsheet. It can be done on paper, and I've just put your therapy business, and you might want to say which month it relates to or which date it relates to. So first thing you need to say is the date that the check or whatever has been made out, the details, in other words, that's who you're going to be making it to. And if you need to extend the thing, you just click on there. I'm using a Mac, but the same applies for whether it's Windows as well. And here I've put check, direct debit, standing order or transfer. Now you can see that we can't actually see that. So if I just click on that file, go on to Format, Cells, and then Alignment, Wrap Text, OK, and you'll see it automatically extends as the case may be, and the amount. So the simplest way to do it is to say that, let's say on the 1st of March, we actually paid out, well, in fact what we did was we put out a check for, and we made it out to cash, and we got ourselves some petty cash, and the amount might have been £10. And the check, what we do with checks is we actually don't write the whole number out. You can do, but it can be quite laborious. So the thing to do is to just use the last 3 digits of a check. So in this case, let's suppose it's 420. And on the 2nd of March, well, 2nd of March we might have been doing, say, room hire. And if we pay for a room on a regular basis, and we've had a check, and it's check 421, and the amount is £20. Now, here what we can do, and something that's really helpful to split, is that's our total figure. If you want, I could put that into bold. And then here, what we can do is what they call analyze out. So it means that we take a separate column for each same sort of category of expenses. So in the first case, it would be petty cash. So these are for small items. And then what we do, it's just saying, right, okay, what's the total figure we've got here? We've got it again here. Does that make sense? So we've got amount, £10, which is the total, and then that amount is for petty cash. For the second one, we've got room hire. So on a separate column, we put room hire. In this case, we say, we're adding up £20 there. And then the next day, or the 5th of March, let's say, we pay for an advert, and again it's a check, and it's check 422. The amount is £10, let's say, and here we need a separate column. It's not petty cash, it's not room hire, it's going to be an advert. So we insert £10 and put advert at the top, and then the next thing we do on, let's say, the 8th of March, we actually need to do some printing, pay for some printing. Very simple printing, but printing or photocopying. And that's check number 423, and we pay £20, and that would be, and then we'd probably say something like printing and stationery. And the idea is you keep together similar costs. And if you remember where we've got it goes over the line, what we do is we click on the thing, format cells, and then alignment, and then wrap text. Okay. So on the 10th of March, we decide we're going to pay ourselves our salary. And if you remember, our salary is what we call ourselves drawings. Drawings, and that's check number 424, let's say, so which is what we're checking from our checkbook. And we say we'll pay ourselves £50. Now, drawings are definitely something that we want to keep separate. And so, whoops, drawings, £50. And on the 17th of March, let's suppose we make a final check of more room hire. And that's check number 425. The amount is £10. And then if you can see, we've actually got room hire already. So we just insert the £10 there. Now, what do we do with it then? All we need to do is add up the totals. So the total we've got for that is 120. And we can auto sum all of those. So we click on it, go auto sum. And if we need to extend or reduce, we take the far bottom right hand corner and just move it along. So you can see it moves from E4 to E9 or E4 to E10, depending on how we've dragged that. And press enter. And then what we can do, rather than, we can actually do the auto sum across, or we can just copy that or right click that. And we go copy, take it to where we want it to go, and paste. And you can see that it fills in for the whole of that month. So the amount that we've actually spent out of the bank account is 120. We've put £10 into our petty cash tin. We've paid £30 out in the way of room hire. We've paid £10 out for an advert. And I haven't put the printing in after 20, but that's a good way of checking. And drawings, £50. Now, if you want a good thing to do, a good practice to do, is to then make sure that we've actually covered everything. So what you can do is auto sum. So check total. And here what you can do is you can, rather than auto sum down, auto sum across. Now the one we don't want is that one. So I'm going to take the bottom left and just drag it that way. So you can see here it says sum E11 to J11, so it's going across the columns, and what it's saying is that we've got a total of 120, which is the same as we've got going down, so we know we've included everything in there. So that's really a very simple way of doing our expenditure, and we can also do something in the way of income, same sort of thing in the way of income. And if you really hate computers, you can do this by hand, and you can get books that actually have these columns that are analysed already. In terms of then taking those figures for each month, we can take the figure for petty cash and put that into our actual columns for our cash flow forecast for comparisons. Similarly with the room hire, the advert, printing and stationery, drawings, and anything else that we've actually spent in the month. And it's just a simple way of doing it. Good luck, and see you later.